My name is Senator Stella Oduah. I represent the people of Anambra North. Mr. President, my dear colleagues, I would like to congratulate the mover of this motion, Mrs. Tinubu. Mr. President, I come from a community where essentially people are traders. But the sad part is you have young people at the age of 12 that are unable to go to school and live their lives in the markets. And it applies in several other regions. The peculiarities of the region dictates what they do. And so this very motion attempts to address the issue. For me, this motion is about emancipation, because education is emancipation, is freedom for the child. And if we agree in our cultures, whichever culture that may be, that the children are the future, it means also that we must prepare them to be able to live properly and be good citizens of the nation. The only way we can do that is by giving them access to good education. Mr. President, in my environment, there are children, I believe it applies to several states too. Children will walk for 10, 20 kilometers just to go to school. Some will go further than that and still will not be able to go to school. And I think for us to address this adequately, the Child Act must be addressed. And in addressing that, we'll be able to lay a proper foundation for our children. Nigeria often will sign global treaties, international treaties, but domesticating it, putting it into practice becomes an issue. And we must domesticate this, Mr. President, for it to have meaning. Mr. President, if there is anything you will leave for Nigeria as your legacy, it should be freedom. It should be emancipation, where a man or a woman will have a platform, will have the freedom to aspire and to inspire. That is the freedom that, Mr. President, you should leave for Nigerians. In doing so, we must make sure that we enact the enabling law that will make sure that that happens. Again, Mr. President, we are all parents here. Even if we are not, we are uncles and aunties, and so we know how crucial a child's future, particularly Nigerian children's future, is to the development of this nation. And so, Mr. President, I support this, and my colleagues, I urge you all to support this particular motion. Thank you, Mr.